I've been lucky enough to travel to some incredible countries, you're high. But along the way, I've also learned a few things. The hard way. Some mistakes were funny, some were a little embarrassing, and some, well, let's just say I wish someone had warned me. So here are 10 things you should never do in different countries. Told from my own travel misadventures. 1. Japan. Don't tip at restaurants. Japan, the first time I landed in Tokyo, I was determined to be polite and generous. So after finishing an amazing bowl of ramen, I left a neat little pile of coins on the table as a tip. As I stepped outside, the waiter literally ran after me, bowing, holding the coins in both hands, and politely saying, No, I thought I had accidentally underpaid. But no, in Japan, tipping isn't part of the culture. It can even feel insulting, as if you think the staff need extra charity for doing their job. Service here is considered part of pride and hospitality. So now, instead of tipping, I make sure to say Gochi Susama Deshita, which means thank you for the meal and give a warm smile. That's the real tip. 2. Italy. Don't order a cappuccino after 11. I still remember my first morning in Rome. The cafe smelled like heaven. Fresh bread, espresso, the works. I asked for a cappuccino, and the barista happily served it. The next day, feeling fancy, I ordered another cappuccino. But it was 2 p.m. this time. The barista froze, gave me a long look, and simply asked, "Are you sure?" In Italy, cappuccino is considered a breakfast drink. Milk-heavy coffees after a meal are thought to upset digestion. Locals switch to espresso after 11 a.m. Now when I visit, I still get my creamy cappuccino, but only in the morning. In the afternoon, a sharp little espresso. And it makes me feel like a local. 3. India, don't eat with your left hand. India? I was in Delhi, enjoying street food heaven. Spicy chaat, sweet jalebis, buttery parathas, without thinking. I used my left hand to grab a piece of naan. The vendor gently paused and, without a word, guided my right hand toward the food. That's when I learned, in India and many South Asian countries, the left hand is considered unclean because of traditional hygiene practices. Meals are usually eaten with the right hand only, especially in public or at social gatherings. Now I'm extra mindful, and I've discovered eating with my hands makes food taste even better. 4. France. Don't start talking in English French. Paris. Beautiful streets, gorgeous cafes, and my very first cultural blunder. I walked into a bakery, pointed at a croissant, and said, "Can I get one of those?" The woman behind the counter raised an eyebrow. "Bonjour," she said softly. It wasn't rude. It was a gentle reminder. In France, it's polite to start any interaction in French, even if you don't speak it well. Now I always start with "Bonjour, madame," or "Bonjour, monsieur." Then I ask, "Parlez-vous anglais?" if needed. It's a small gesture, but it completely changes the interaction. The Thailand. Don't touch someone's head. One sunny afternoon in Chiang Mai, I was playing with a group of kids in a temple courtyard. One of them was so adorable that I ruffled his hair without thinking. Instantly, an older man nearby looked shocked and waved his hand gently in warning. In Thai culture, the head is considered the most sacred part of the body. Touching it, even in a friendly way, is seen as disrespectful. I quickly learned to keep my hands to myself and show respect with a warm smile and a slight bow instead. 6. Brazil. Don't show up on time. Back in Rio, I got invited to a barbecue. The host said it started at 7 p.m. So, like the punctual person I am, I showed up at 6:55. The host opened the door wearing flip-flops, holding a half-empty beer, and said, "You're early." In Brazil, social events run on Brazilian time. Arriving late is normal, sometimes even expected. If you come exactly on time, you might catch people still setting up or worse, showering. Now I aim for 30 to 45 minutes late, which in Brazil means perfectly on time. 7. Russia. Don't shake hands over a doorway. When I visited a friend in Moscow, I greeted him at the door and extended my hand. He immediately pulled me inside before shaking it. In Russian superstition, shaking hands across a doorway is considered bad luck. It's believed to bring arguments or misfortune. Instead, you step fully inside, close the door, and then greet each other properly. I don't know if it's superstition or tradition, but I never risk it now. 8. UAE. Don't eat in public during Ramadan. I was in Dubai during Ramadan and forgot the time difference between my usual lunch and local customs. One hot afternoon, I opened a bottle of water in a quiet park, and a passerby gave me a knowing but gentle look. That's when I remembered, during Ramadan, it's forbidden to eat, drink, or smoke in public during daylight hours. It's a time of fasting and reflection, and even as a visitor, you should respect the tradition. Now I plan ahead, and I've even joined locals for iftar, the evening meal that breaks the fast. 9. Mexico. Don't get offended by mañana. In Mexico City, I once tried to rush a repair for my rental car. The mechanic just smiled and said, "Mañana." I thought, great, tomorrow. 3 days later, the car was still sitting there. Mañana doesn't always literally mean tomorrow. It's more like sometime soon. It reflects a relaxed approach to time, not laziness. So now, instead of stressing, I lean into the rhythm. It's actually kind of nice. Kind. Jashunta, Australia. Don't joke about the wildlife. At a barbecue in Sydney, I joked about how every animal in Australia can kill you. The table went quiet. Australians love their wildlife, and while they do make jokes themselves, it's a bit different when a visitor does it. Now, instead of poking fun, I ask about the animals, and people light up telling me stories about kangaroos, wombats, and even snakes. Travel isn't just about seeing new places. It's about learning how to be part of them, even for a little while. And sometimes that means understanding the unspoken rules. So the next time you travel, remember, respect goes a long way. and might just save you from some awkward moment.